Beautiful sunny morning in July. We're at the 19th edition of the Brooklands Motorcycle Day. My name's John Bottomley, and I was with the motorcycle team, started this concept of a motorcycle day at Brooklands. It has morphed over the years in different layouts and different activity to reflect the change in society. And today, fortunately, I'm not involved in the organisation, but Martin Gegg, who has taken over running the motorcycle team, has been behind putting the programme together over the last 6 months, and the motorcycle team are organised and running 90% of the activities today. So a great thanks to all of them who've put in a lot of work, and a few words maybe from Martin. And he's got his hat on because I think he's probably lost most of his hair.
Yeah, I took over the motorcycle team a few months ago. I've been a motorcycle team member for 10 years or so now, and this is the second one that I've coordinated, and very pleased with how it's going. And relatively speaking, I haven't been too stressed out.
There's something wrong here. It's still early days yet, but no, I think you've done a fantastic job. And as I said earlier, it's morphed from being a racetrack day into a modern style come see do type event. How long have you been at it?
Well, last year it was day and night for about 10 days, but this year, because I had a lot of the stuff already done, it made it a lot easier. But the aim of today really is to get a full range of bikes and entertainment really for everybody. And we've got everything from 1913 TT bikes to the latest electric bikes and everything else in between. So that's job done as far as I'm concerned. And there's one of them now.
The noisy motorbikes, aren't they? A damn nuisance, really. Where's he gone?
That's not an electric one. So it is really about making sure that there's entertainment and education. So in the afternoon we're going to be doing the demo runs, and we'll be looking at TT through the ages. We're looking at some of the genuine Brooklands bikes that raced and got records here, and just over there we've got some speedway bikes, which is another new thing for this year. Never seen speedway bikes here before, and it's great to see them. And what else have we got? We got electric bikes.
Just on the speedway thing, I was quite surprised a couple of weeks ago when you were talking about it, that how few people knew anything about speedway bikes, and yet in the 50s speedway was actually bigger than football in attendance, etc.
Oh yeah, my mum and her family, they lived near Wimbledon Speedway, and they were up there every weekend or weekday whenever it was on. They were really into it, and I think everybody was in those days.
No, absolutely, and it's just a changing world. So I think I better leave you while you've still got some hair. And thanks again, for all the hard work in keeping this tradition at Brooklands, because with this being like the 19th running of this, it's become part of the museum, and it is totally driven and organised by the motorcycle volunteers, which is a tribute to all the guys who come in every Thursday, maintain the bikes, keep things going. And of course your big problem now is that you've got to figure out the theme for next year, but I think you've got a couple of weeks off before you start on that.
That's right, yeah. And you've got a brilliant team, as you say. They come in every Thursday and other days, and they're really good, doing a good job. And there's somebody else that I'd like to say something about, and that's you, because I think it's about 12 or 13 years ago now I came along and saw the best show I've ever seen, and so that's what I'm trying to emulate, but we can't quite emulate that, so we'll provide a bit more entertainment in between as well, and we won't be able to go out riding on the track like we did then, but we can get as close as we can and get really families and everybody educated about this place and the bikes that rode here.
Well, thanks for that. I can tell you that you go home after a day like today and get home completely drained, but incredibly satisfied. I think that's the real thing about it, and you can look back on it as a real achievement. And you've got a one on the arm as a real achievement in my book. So thanks very much.
Thank you.
During the day, Mark Jarman and I, who you will never see but does all the real work with this, I only stand in front of his camera, we will be going round and picking out some of the highlights in the day. So credit to Mark for all his hard work in making these things happen.